I'm Johnny Garage Johnson, and this is Hardcore Garage. Might want to jack that up higher. Be able to get in there a little easier, I don't know. Still draining. Fairly clean up under here. That's the plan for today. Drain all the oil out of this thing and start the tune up. See if we can make her run better. Wish me luck. Oil filter's way up in there on the driver's side. Kind of hard to get to. Here's the oil. And one thing you want to do, also want to tell you, it's 15 millimeter. I just rub a little bit of that on there and rub it on your seal here. It can be kind of hard to do with one hand, but that way that seal's not dry. When it goes up on there, it'll seal a little better. Just rub it all over there. 15 mil is your drain plug if you're going to do a 4-3. And I use a thing like this right here. You put the oil back on tight. You probably, your hand tight is all you need putting them back on, but sometimes they get a little tight. Taking them off, and you can use one of these guys or the straps kind, or if you don't have one, just jam a screwdriver through it. We are going to try some of this in here and just see what happens. I'm going to substitute 1/4 of the oil for that guy right there. Funnel so I don't pour it all over the engine. This stuff's thick. Oh yeah, that's some thick stuff there, cats. We had a little bit of engine noise if you were listening. Of course, like we had said, they ran it completely out of oil, or at least nothing on the dipstick. So we're hoping this will quiet it down. Of course, who knows the last time it had a tune-up either, so we'll do all that as well. Don't run your cars out of oil. And if you do, use Slick 50. I did that once on the McLaren, and was incredibly happy that I didn't blow the engine because not a single drop of oil came out of it when I tried to drain the oil. And since Slick 50 had just first come out, I was happy that I put that in there. If that's really what to save the day, it may not have been. This is like putting Cairo syrup in your engine though. Takes a little while to drain down. And that's a big quart. 2 ounces is what it says. gotta kind of squeeze it to get it to come out in the funnel. And it just sits there for a bit. Slowly goes down. It's gonna be fun trying to decide what 3 quarts of oil in a gallon jug is. Always remember to put your drain plug back in and your oil filter too. That's messy when you forget that. It's also messy when you forget to pull the plug out of your drain pan. Then it starts filling up and just overflows everywhere. It's been a while since I've done that, but I've done it a couple times. I ain't never been the dumbest guy, but I ain't never been the smartest either. Just let that drain there just for a little bit, get our money's worth out of this thing. Then we'll put some more. She'll love having 5 quarts in here. I need to really be careful. Only put 3 of those in there. You can kind of see the marks there on the back of the thing. I think we want to go down to that line. 3 there. 2 quarts left, 1 quart left. We'll see. I missed. Just a little bit. It's fine. It's just lubricating the upper control arms a little bit. That didn't look like that even moved off there. Actually, I don't know if it's 4 or 5 quarts. Let's fill this up. I can't remember, to tell you the truth. In a minute. Usually just take them and get the oil change at a place, to tell you the truth. At least trucks that aren't like super nice. Get some paper towels. Put a little more in there before we check her. We're just above the 3 mark there. Need to flush the cooling system on this thing too while we're at it. I don't see any. If it's on the dipstick, it's at the very bottom right now, which is fine. I think it is 5 quarts, isn't it? We'll keep checking her though. We are right at the 3 mark right there. So that's 4 total. Pretty sure it takes 5 or close to 5 with the filter. Got to consider that too, that the filter doesn't have any oil in it right now currently either. A lot of times people will fill their filters up before they put them on, which is cool. I think we're on the dipstick now. We're to the bottom of the add mark, which is 1 quart. So as long as we don't go below 2, we should be good, right? pretty sure that 5 quarts includes the filter. So I'm your personal non-mechanic. Don't listen to anything that I say, ever. No, right there. We got her right on the point, or right on the money. And I'm sure it's going to be too low again, because we have about that much more to put in. That's probably what sits inside the oil filter. But I will wait and fill that up in a minute. Got her power washed. Make it a little less greasy in here, trying to change the plugs and wires. It turned out pretty good, actually. A little bit of water down in there. Blow out once I get the air cleaner back on it. All right, we got all new plugs, wires, rotor cap and button. Still runs rough. So I made an appointment with my mechanic to have the timing checked and then let them go through and see if they can find anything. Instead of me just going through in here and start replacing all the ICM, throttle position sensor, IAC, Hall effect switch, all that stuff that's in the ignition system that could be causing these issues. I'm not getting any codes, so I'd just rather have them take a look at it and then we'll go from there. Cleaning up the air cleaner housing a little bit. That's supposed to be satin. I picked up some new spray paint to try out today. Fusion ×5 coverage, satin black, no peel guarantee. We'll see how this turns out. Look pretty corroded. Rotor button definitely looks corroded. And there was our plugs. They didn't look too bad, other than this one here was a little greasy. Pulling it out compared to the other ones being dry on the tip. They all look brown. That one was black. And this one here broke off. Haven't decided if I think that is a close enough match to the factory color. It's a little shiny for my taste, but still looks pretty good. Got poop on my window. Got her back from the shop, and more bad news. We got another blown head gasket. This is the other one's a 4-cylinder, so it's the blown head gasket. But this one is V6. It's the passenger side, and I'm pretty sure it's the front or the middle cylinder on the passenger side. One of those two, because of the way the plugs looked when I took them apart. But anyway, blown head gasket. So we're back to square one again. Oh man, this thing just looks nice too. I think I'm going to sell it. Yep. That's really, I don't know, man. Tough call here. This thing is beautiful. I mean, as far as, you know, it's got a little bit of problems, but overall it is a beautiful truck. Nice interior, nice exterior. You know, got a little bit of rust, a little in a dent. And that's the basics right there. Everything else is great, man. Everything worked. You know, I went through and did a little bit of research and talked to some of my buddies that do the LSs, and we're looking about $5,000 for everything that I would need if I was going to do it myself. couple people said they'd come down, and we could probably do it in a weekend if I had everything ready. That would be a 5.3, 5.7, or a 6 liter. Any of those I can get for a fairly decent amount, and then the 5,000, well, 4,500, 4,000, whatever, is buying all the extra stuff that you're going to need. And that still didn't even include a transmission or a rear end. That's just hoping that you can get by with the stock one for a little while. So I don't know, man. It's a tough decision, but I think that I might just try to sell it and then go back on the search for another vehicle with a running motor. I'm not a V8 guy, man. I don't know. I guess in the back of my head, I would kind of like to have an LS just to say that I had one and did it or whatever. But it's not my thing, man. I don't know. So that's probably where we're at, guys. This video is kind of long and drawn out, changing oil and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure you all know how to do that. It's more about the dialect, I think, of me explaining what's going on with the truck and where we're at, and maybe it sucked. Who knows? I appreciate y'all staying along for the ride, and we'll see where this goes. Y'all take it easy. Keep on trucking. Side note, I did get my trim pieces put back in. I went and bought some 1.5 inch stainless screws, painted the tips black, and then put them back in there. Doors even shut good.
Yo.